Here he comes. Alright guys, Loop's going live on the tone. Loop is live. Loop is live. Spread them out, guys. Spread them out.
Alright, so here we go now down the start-finish straight. This seems to be the way to be. The man with the most space on the track right now is Chris Yancey, most best positioned on the start-finish straight, followed by Jordan Meyer. Johnny Hernandez was supposed to be in it?
No, it's Kyle Turner's transponder.
Alright, so let's have a look over here right now. Quite a number of cars in this race, 14 of them. Hard to find a spot on the track. As we go racing here right now,
So
Shawn Gimlin currently the first one to put a lap time in. Chris Yancey following there right now with a hot lap. Mason Eppley now close on the nitro buggy pace. He's at a 30.4. Alright, as they bring them around for their first lap there, they are just about done. Couple of cars having a little bit of a harder time after running a hot lap there. This is going to be a harder class for some. There will be some fast cars pinned behind some slightly slower ones. Some pros along with some of the open guys here. Alright, so let's go to those lap times now and let's have a look over here. It looks like Jerry Douglas is actually laying down a super fast lap there. I don't know if that was his starting lap or what that was there, but showing a 26 I don't know if that's possible. Currently, otherwise, Mason Eppley with the fastest lap time, which I believe is the TQ right now for the 30.4. Bryce Beaver followed with a 32, and Chris Yancey coming up in the 4. In the 5 is Kyle Turner now, with Evan Carton in the 6, followed by Mike Wetmore and Jeremy Clark in the 8, and then Dan Thomas, Shawn Gimlin, and Kadin Meeks and Stepaniak and Noah Miller bring up the rear. 3 down and 4 to go here with 4.5 minutes left on the clock. We're going... wow. It's hard to find some space on this track today.
I'm trying to figure out who this missing transponder is.
And a train here starting to form now as well. It looks like Jerry Douglas at the head of that train, being followed by Evan Carton. Hot on his rear there is going to be Jeremy Clark, and then followed by Mason Eppley. Eppley jumping quickly there through this tabletop triple section. Going over another driver. Nice move there. Oh, and a whipping around the outside. Saying, well, you can have the traction up the inside. I'll go outside if you go in, vice versa. It's a way to run these fast laps. Way on you to get the way through the traffic there, Mason. So right now, Jerry Douglas is the next car up in the lead. Gives him a little bit of space there. Currently the TQ, Mason. Let's see if Jerry can follow him around for a couple of laps over here. Jerry's been running some extremely consistent lap times and seems to be becoming a real setup guru with those technos. Got several good setups out of Jerry thus far for those technos. So 3 minutes left here in E-Buggy Open. So a little bit of space here and there on the track, and it looks like the only guy in a bit of space is the only one that's pulling off the track right now, and he's in the pits. I think that's Mike Wetmore. As a train of 4 cars now, a cluster of 4 cars becoming. They're all right on top of each other there. Jerry Douglas in the midst of that. Losing out just a little bit by the looks of it. Some dry lines starting to develop there as the sun's coming out. So marshals, when you do leave, make sure you get some nice water down, especially on that jump over there for us before the keyhole section. Still Mason Eppley in the 1 currently. Kyle Turner's bringing some hot lap times just behind him. Only 0.5 of a second down on that lap time. Bryce Beaver is in the 3, followed by Chris Yancey in the 4 right now. Only 2 minutes remain in this heat. The sun coming out
left.
really is going to make this track condition. Thank you. Mason finds a way in the air through that middle section, almost only just touching one of the jumps. Sort of skims him from a jump back into a jump. Looks pretty clean. Let's follow a lap around with him now. Nice jump into a double into the U-bend. A nice tight line here, scrubbing some speed and giving it a bit of a whip as well. Let's follow. There's that jump. Look at that. He's only on the turf there for about maybe a foot or two of the maybe 20-foot run there. All the rest is spent in the air. Looks like that tight on-road section, it is better just to go to the inside of the corner and keep the traction there. As he lays down with a 30.7 currently in that e-buggy. He's still in the TQ.
I'm going to drop into the next race. Is that okay?
Yeah. All right. All right, so a couple of cars getting... Oh, look out there, Dennis Wilson. Oh, nearly taking one in the grill. I'm glad he didn't. Nice, clean race from the open e-buggy, guys. Everybody running pretty well on their clock here. It's only 2 gentlemen going a little bit faster than the others. 2 on a 14 lap run, which is Kyle and Mason. On a 13 lap run is Bryce, Chris, and Dan Thomas with only 15 seconds left on the clock here. So the top 2 are separating themselves from the rest of the pack. So it looks like everybody's going to get around for just another lap. As the timing loop is counting down your F-mark clock right now, so keep going until we call you off. Looks like everyone's running their last laps right now.
All right, guys, race from the line, race from the line. Let's pull him into pit lane. Race from the line, pull him into pit lane.
So looking like he's locked up the TQ. There's Mason Eppley with a 30.2 lap time. Fastest lap over there. That's his last lap. His fastest lap was just under a 30, actually. Really good lap time there. Kyle Turner just behind him in the 2. Bryce Beaver in the 3. Dan Thomas in the 4. In the 5 is Chris Yancey, followed by Jeremy Clark, Jerry Douglas, Evan Carton, Mike Wetmore, Kadin Meeks, and Shawn Gimlin. Then Eric Stepaniak and Noah Miller bringing up the rear.
All right, race number 6. Hold him in